this episode of Keep the Tip, I'm going to talk about adding water to your wet cell batteries. There are many different types of batteries for your RV. Typically, the type of battery used for your 12-volt system, running your lights and things like that, are wet cell deep cycle batteries. I happen to have two 6-volt deep cycle Golf Cart batteries, and they are wet cell, so they're the type that need water every once in a while. As a battery loses its charge, what's actually happening is the chemicals in there are crystallizing on the plates in the cells, and when you charge it back up, they dissolve again, and you are left with a liquid with a fully charged battery. Water gets used up in this process, so you have to check them every once in a while, at least every few weeks, or at least once a month. Even if you're plugged in, because they're constantly kind of charging and discharging in small amounts if you're plugged in when you use the 12-volt system. So this is what a 6-volt deep cycle wet cell battery looks like. I just got these two new ones actually, and the red stuff that you see on there is actually protector that you can spray on them so that they don't corrode or anything like that. So that's why everything looks all red. But you know if you have wet cell batteries if the top looks something like that. You can usually easily pop these open. Mine, you twist that little thingy there, and if you look in these in these openings, you'll notice there is liquid in there. Now don't touch this liquid. It's a combination of water and an acid, battery acid. But if you look down in there, you can see those plates that are down there. They look like little wafers. That is the plates that make the electricity. And you don't want the water to be below those plates. And so you want to keep this battery filled with water so that if you let it drain, it'll actually stop charging. The crystals will get so hard on those plates that they won't decrystallize anymore, and you'll end up having to get new batteries. So that's what it looks like. Obviously I just bought these, so they both should be full, which they are. There's water right above the plates a little bit, almost to the top of the battery on both of these. So should they be low or empty, the way to fill them, they have a couple of different tools you can use to put water in, and it drops it in there easily. Mine happen to be in a fairly convenient spot that's wide open, so I just get a carton of water and pour it directly into the battery until you'll notice this little notch right here. The plastic drops down and there's that little notch. I pour it in there until the water just touches the bottom of that rim down there, or the bottom of that notch of the battery. Now you're going to want to use water that doesn't have any impurities in it, or something that's going to mess with the chemistry that's inside the battery. So the best water to use to fill up your batteries is distilled water. How do you know it's distilled water? Fairly easily. Generally, it says distilled on the water. Keeping your batteries filled with water, or your wet cell batteries filled with water, can ensure that they last as long as they possibly can. The typical lifespan of a wet cell deep cycle battery, from what I have been able to find, is somewhere between 2 to 4 years of an expected lifespan. So you can reach closer to that 4-year mark if you make sure you do this small little maintenance thing and keep your batteries topped up with water. We hope you like this tip. To get more tips, subscribe to our YouTube channel, or subscribe to our website, henleyshappytrails.com. And be sure to like this video if you liked it, comment below, And you can check out our t-shirt shop, which has all kinds of RV themed t-shirts and mugs and various other things you can buy. Art's all done by us. We appreciate it, and happy trails.